What's going on, boys? Dan M here. I know you guys haven't seen me for a while. I know I've been slacking. I apologize, guys. It's been Thanksgiving. I actually have a bit of a cold right now. It's a shitty respiratory cold, so, I'm coughing and got that tickle in my throat. It's not too fun, boys, but whatever. Anyways, boys, since I haven't been posting in a while, I'm going to come back with a vengeance. And I know how much you guys love SUBROZA. I know you guys love SUBROZA so much. He's your favorite guy in the gear. So, boys, I'm going to give him up to you. And by the way, boys, how do you like this this new background? I told you I can do some Halloween themes all the way up until Halloween. You know, boys, I'm into sci-fi stuff, and I like a bit of the macabre stuff. I don't really like too much of gory stuff, but I like the eerie, creepy kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm excited for Halloween. Anyways, boys, let's take a look at these SUBROZA clips. They are something to be witnessed.
And CLG should be able to take the side with these.
Ricky already getting knocked out. SUBROZA moving in. He's going to box out Azert. Azert actually gets in the smoke, but SUBROZA finds one through it. Not even his intended target. Yam actually gets knocked out of there. And Azert left at 14 HP, but at the very least, he does take out Hayes. SUBROZA gets the position, though, from that push on Hayes and is able to finish him off when he tries to re-peek around the corner there. Nicely done. There's nothing left for Jake he has to do. He's got to fall back and save, and that's going to be the 14th round for CLG.
Alright, boys. Now, this first clip, in my opinion, is extremely sketchy for a multitude of reasons. First, I'm going to talk about why this might not be bullshit, okay? What might actually be happening here. The only legit thing I can think of that is happening here is that he's not controlling his recoil perfectly. So, because what happens is, so he's trying to shoot AZR, and what happens is AZR starts going into the smoke and then jumps across, okay? But what happens with SUBROZA is he's trying to shoot AZR, and instead he starts shooting the guy in the smoke behind. Now, once AZR jumps up in the air, SUBROZA actually starts tagging him because he jumps up. He wouldn't have tagged him if the guy didn't jump up. And then, as the guy's jumping over, SUBROZA's recoil actually follows him until about halfway when he starts landing, and then SUBROZA goes back onto the other enemy. Now, the only explanation I can say without this being cheats is that the recoil pattern, and I'm sure you guys can look this up. I haven't done it, I know I'm fucking lazy. The recoil pattern at this point in time goes to the right and then back left. So it just so happened, the extreme coincidence, that the recoil was going to the right and tagged him a bit and then started going back to the left when he finished the kill. Now, why do I think this is cheats, boys? Why do I think he's on the fucking gear? Boys, he's first aiming at AZR, okay? But his crosshair is not on him. When he takes his first few shots, his crosshair is actually hitting the enemy behind. And the first few bullets actually hit the enemy behind first. He was at full health. And then he starts tagging him up. Now, the only reason SUBROZA even hits his original target is because he jumped into the spray. He wasn't even his aimbot caught onto the other enemy, shooting him through smoke. And then Buddy just happens to jump into his crosshair. And when he does jump into it, it looks like it holds on to him for a second before he finishes his jump, and then he goes to lock back on to the enemy in the smoke. In my opinion, this is fucking bullshit. I've used cheats in 5-on-5 games before. I know what happens when you're trying to shoot at a guy and there's another guy behind him in smoke, and this exact same thing happens. Okay? The smoke is a big giveaway for a lot of these aimbots, because they will lock onto guys that you can't even see. And in this situation, he was just aiming at the first guy there, so the other guy was just circumstance. It just locked onto him instead. So guys, this one's really bullshit. And if anyone from CLG is watching this, you guys really need to check out SUBROZA, because this is literally bullshit. If anyone uses cheats, they know how blatant this is. If anyone's in the position I am and you've used cheats and you've had this happen to you, you know how blatant this is right here. I would love to support a North American team, but honestly, with this kind of shit, I just cannot. I cannot. Now this one, boys, is off of SUBROZA's stream, I'm assuming. This is just one of those famous trying to get information types of things, boys. In my opinion, this isn't too big of a deal, but with a name like SUBROZA, I think this is definitely more of a big deal. Too bad we can't see the X-ray if you actually hit him right on. Either way, he's probably pulling for information there. Just another one from SUBROZA, boys. There's not much to say about this one. Takes a look where he is. And guess what? Still misses because he sucks that bad.
Fur will hear him. And Fur is still in CPR, so Sub-Zero is stuck around the van position. It seems he didn't realize that he jumped down, unless somebody else was supposed to be covering. Taco is around the corner after all, and oh, nice snap there from SUBROZA, looking for more. Hayes gets taken down in the middle area, and Fallen is still waiting on A. Sees the nades on the high ground.
Okay, boys, in my opinion, this one isn't as much evidence as the first clip, but this is also some very shady shit as well. In the first little bit of this clip, it looks like he maybe attempts to do a lock onto the guy close to Cat. In my opinion, I don't believe that's an actual him trying to get information. I think that's just a coincidence. He is trying to check a lot of angles at this point in time. But when he makes this flick above the box here, this is a very shady looking flick. Now, along with this flick, the reason the flick actually doesn't hit is because he shoots before he's actually on the target. If you watch in slow enough motion, you can see that. And then a little bit sketchier is how he locks onto the enemy through the box after this. If you watch it in slow motion, you can see it a little better. But you kind of need to go frame by frame. But just in general, boys, this flick just looks so suspicious, and how it kind of holds on afterwards. It looks really suspicious. Okay, that's all this clip is. The first clip is definitely way more blatant in my opinion. As always, low FOV aimbots and stuff like that are going to be very hard to see. The reason I'm bringing this up is because it looks very shady and very suspicious. And of course he does this amazing flick as well onto the other enemy. Which again... Now boys, I actually looked over this flick a second time, and it actually looks more shady the more you look at this last flick here. If you watch his crosshair, it actually goes past the enemy, then locks onto his head. Now, because of CSGO and the demos and the tick rates and all that, when a person actually shoots and when their crosshair lines up isn't always the exact same. So in this clip, I can't find out if his first bullet is tagging the enemy as he's swinging by and it's hitting him, or if it's that second bullet when he swings back. Now, if he was using a low FOV aimbot, it probably would be that second bullet, because his original flick would actually miss, and then it's recorrecting and moving back to the left, which I think is happening. Like, normally if you do a flick and it actually hits, you would stop there on the enemy, except when you're opping. That's a different situation. But in this situation, it looks like he flicks and goes a little past, and then the low FOV aimbot takes on. That's what it looks like in my opinion, boys. It might not be. It might actually be that first bullet that tags him. That's what it looks like in the clip. But as I've said, the GoTV demos always don't match up when the actual shot takes place, where the crosshairs, whatnot. So it's very hard to say, boys, but just something else to look at. And boys, here we're gonna we're not gonna listen to it because it's quite the fucking shit show. But we'll listen to a little bit of it. Mo is talking to SUBROZA about the gear, boys.
But hold on, can we interview, before you go, Josh, can we interview SUBROZA?
Oh, my.
Real quick, hold on, dude. What is with this shit? Like, no, hold on, Sub. Can I call you Sub?
Yeah, you can
listen,
Subby. Call me Yassine.
Did you, like, okay, what's this whole, you were...
Okay, boys, the one reason I have a hard time watching this clip is because just so many people are talking in this whole clip. Like, just shut the fuck up. Like, I just want to hear Mo, and I just want to hear Sub-Zero. I just want to hear SUBROZA talking, okay? And, like, fucking everyone else is fucking chiming. Just zip it.
We're part of a hack website shit. Like, did you hack it another game and then it just, like...
I'm a cheater.
No, but, I mean, it's obviously your account. What was the reason?
Right,
you just wanted to know what's going on?
Am I being detained?
No,
yeah, you're being detained.
And then SUBROZA comes out with his typical line, "Am I being detained? Oh, I'm so funny. Am I being detained?"
You have a right to a lawyer.
And by the way, Steele thinks it's really funny too. You're gonna need a lawyer.
Don't worry, Mo's been there before. Like he knows the process.
I just want to know if first off, I know it's I don't think
100% hacks.
I don't think
I surely don't hack him.
I think SUBROZA's.
But those clips are kind of.
But he is right. He is right. Mo has been through this before. And I must say, through this whole thing, I wish Mo just was just like, shut the fuck up, everyone. Because honestly, everyone is talking in this, and it's really quite cancer, boys.
I think he's just a finesse who can aim.
Can I?
You don't hack in matches.
No.
You don't hack in ranked. Where do you?
Don't they look the
I
same?
think he
don't hack
downloaded
anyway.
hacks.
So, I'm gonna let this clip play through. I'm probably gonna cut it off when I feel like you guys have had enough cancer. But yeah, just listen to the rest of this garbage.
To see how hacks work, so he could try to mimic it himself. But
Yeah.
I don't know how long ago he did this. Like, I don't know if you did this like
What is that
recently,
theory?
because you've spoken about you coding your own hacks before, right? Like, can you do that?
Can I code? Yes, I can code.
Can you code hacks?
What languages do
can
you know?
code-
C++, HTML.
Now, boys, to be honest, I don't think this is a big deal, him admitting he can code, but it's something to think about, because you can tell through this whole situation he's joking around, but then when Mo asks him this question, he's actually serious. Oh yeah, I can code. But then when they get into the cheats topic again, of course he gets silly again. This is kind of like his defensive mechanism. I'm sure that's what he's doing. I won't interrupt anymore, boys. You can listen to this. Okay, I'm sorry.
Name your language.
HTML's not a language, Tarek. You don't know what you're talking about.
PHP. Fucking.
Yo, listen,
Pearl.
Subroza, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, it's super easy for you to
Ruby
kind
on
of, like, pull
Rails?
this off, but you look super like,
Ruby?
shady right now with the way you're trying to play it off. By
How am I
literally-
trying to play it?
You just look
I
hella
literally just
guilty.
don't care.
No,
You
this
don't clearly
this
care,
is
dude.
this is
It
what
doesn't
this
affect
is
me
Mo's
that people
defense
think
when he was busted. You know, so it's like
What is it?
it's like I just see like direct parallels. Like Mo can see right through this. He's been there,
Stills
done that. You know.
defense, When hey Josh, did you guys throw? No, we were.
Why are you bringing up throwing? Like, we're not talking about throwing, we're talking about
I'm just saying,
cheating.
It's
Where's my
cheating.
team?
to throw
It's
it.
cheating.
It's cheating.
I'm sorry, guys. As my viewers being people I respect, I cannot let you guys listen to this any longer. It's absolutely just give you a headache listening to all these people interrupt each other over and over again. I don't know how these guys even play pugs with each other. I would just be annoyed by these people the entire time. But I like how Mo's confronting about this stuff. If you guys don't know, Mo did cheat before. I think I'm going to be making a video about that pretty soon. This was in 2014, but it did happen, boys. And there's also some interesting evidence from a couple of TeamSpeak talks about possibly Area using cheats as well. But anyways, boys, that's it for this video. I know you guys like Subroza, so I figured I'd make this. I apologize for not getting as many videos out lately, guys. Like I said, I am sick. There has been a couple holidays I've been spending time with my family. I'd like to thank all my patrons for the continued support. Sorry, guys, this video is not going to be early for you guys. It's going to be right out to the public. Guys, thanks for all the support. If you like this video, guys, a like really helps me out. Sub if you want to see more content, boys. I'm always putting stuff out. So thanks again, guys. Take care.